guys, and welcome back to my journey to 2500. We can just start playing because that's why we are here. Found an opponent very quickly. E4. I played E4 a lot in the last stream, so maybe I'll try something different today, like D4 maybe. Okay, knight f6 hits the pawn. Like, okay, I guess I'll just go knight e3. Yeah, like this b3 b2, like anything is playable against d6, so it is not the most challenging way, of course, but yeah, I'm just always cooking something. I don't have a clear line. I guess. Yeah, well, I'll just go knight f3 and be solid. And okay, pawn d4, grab space, c5 or e5. Okay, so c6 then e5 will come sooner or later. Surely will. Okay, bishop e2, b5. Okay, a3, trying to hit my knight with b4. That's why I went for a3. I'll castle next, and then yeah, okay, I can castle because there is a tactic against the rook. That's why b4 is not possible right now. But it is true that in near future I'll have to do something about it anyway, because I expect my opponent to deal with this. And once my opponent deals with it, then I'll have to do something with the e4 pawn. Can't I execute e5 now myself? Takes, knight goes somewhere, and then there would be a triple attack, right? And that is too much. Okay. And what about d5? d5, the knight takes, and the bishop is on b2, trapped, or not trapped, but the knight would be pinned. I couldn't take on e4, so I guess I'll go rook e1, bishop f1, and if by then there will be no e5, then I'll go e5 myself. But yeah, hard to believe that my opponent wouldn't play e5, maybe even on this move. Okay, queen b7, yeah, defending the rook, but now there is no control over the e5 square. So that means I believe that I can go e5. Now in Fasthand I've created a very juicy square on e4, and then on c5 to hit the queen. If pawn takes, it would be a very nice outpost, so yeah, I'm very happy with this e5 move. And got rid of the weakness, also, yeah, just a square on e4 for the knight is amazing. Also not that simple where to go with the knight. If you go forward, I'll likely harass it further. Okay, I'm gonna recapture with the pawn. And yeah, goes there. And now I got two options actually. I can move the bishop and defend this way, or I can go knight e4, defend with the bishop. Going to e4 with the knight feels better. Although knight e4, knight e7. Didn't think about this, I must say. Then actually there, no, I cannot. Or can I do such a pawn sack? I don't think so. Or maybe actually possible. Hmm. Yeah, I see 994 is the way to go. Now I'm really expecting 97, but it is true that my opponent will be actually fast enough. Yeah, so 97 is the pawn three times, and I'll only got two defenders, which is not ideal. Cannot defend with the queen. Can I go e6? That is the big question. If this, I don't mind such a pawn sack. It would be a temporary, definitely. But what if this? I take, and I lost the pawn anyways, right? Yeah. Okay, so somehow didn't work out. It seems that way. It would seem that way. Okay, okay then. Let's go h3 anyway to force it. Then I'll go down a pawn, but still I'll have some activity at least. So if I don't spend a lot of time here, I might get chances later. Also just happened to me quite a few times already that I thought I was like lost. So I spent like 5 minutes even, or like 3 minutes, or really a long time in just one move. And then I actually got the chance, but because of my time, I didn't capitalize. So yeah, I'll try to keep my clock reasonable. Do I mind this check? Um, I think so. Let's just go rook b1 and see what happens. I'm down a pawn, but yeah, still chances, still a game. Would be expecting a move like this, then queen c1, almost the only option, but it is fine because after queen c1, I will have nice squares for the queen. So yeah, I don't mind queen c1. Maybe should have gone for it instead of rook b1 because it would defend the bishop too, which was the whole purpose of this move. But then I would have to play it anyway. Okay, queen d6, attacking the knight and a queen trade. Okay, so it seems like the queen trade is inevitable right now. So where do I want to trade? Thing like this, right? Oh, it is lagging again. A bit. I went back. I'm hitting the pawn. If the pawn goes forward, I'll have a nice square on c5. I'll gain that square back. And if not, I'll apply more pressure and actually, yeah, there was no other way to keep the pawn. Like, if rook d8, I just rook d1, and black has to push anyway. I get at least a very nice knight. That's at least something, but my opponent wants to go into more trades. Makes a lot of sense. However, this might actually give me good activity. Okay, I'm gonna take back and then c4. And it feels like there is a chance I'm getting my pawn back. We'll see. But my pieces right now are definitely more active. Okay, I'm not, right? Okay, yeah. It is a nice breakthrough anyway, but there will be a pawn on c6. But yeah, like I said, I already have rooks on nice files. No opponent will get a move, but it will be with only one rook. We'll see how much will that matter. Also, if we get all the traits, I'll also have a bishop pointing towards f7. Okay, attacks my rook. So where do I move with it? Moving it to c1 seems reasonable. b2 also. I actually quite like b2. Yeah, this is a difficult decision. If I go here, I'll face b4. That's the problem. So I gotta go b2, but now I'll have problems on the e file. I'll go king f1, I guess. Yeah, now d4. Or what? Okay, so just rook b8, chilling. Let's play, yeah, rook d2. Hit the pawn. Just target the pawn and try to win it back. That's whole plan. If rook e8, yeah, like yeah, right now I would take, but if in the future I should have rook king f1, so yeah, it should not be big issues. Uh-huh. Okay, let's try a4. Yeah, let's try it, why not? Now we take. We should see a recapture, there it is. Now, what do I do? I think I go here, right? And defend the pawn. Now my opponent has to defend the pawn. I can also come in like this, if I can manage. And this pawn cannot be defended by a bishop. Okay, so I cannot do that now, I guess. It would it seemed that way, but I'll claim the c file and keep attacking the d pawn. And this is the plan now, I guess. And also not lose on time. That is even more important than that because, well, yeah, then you just lose. Yeah, go there, and if I get a rook to a7, I might even start thinking about this, but then f7 is defended quite nicely. But I have now pinned this pawn. I can also attack the rook and the pawn. And then if we trade bishops, I might still hold. Oh no, I messed up. Have I? Well, I'll play. Yeah, fair rooks down a pawn. But yeah, this bishop b7. Oh, bishop b3. Okay, anyway, it's essentially the same thing. So it doesn't matter as much. Now we'll see. Can I hold this? Predictions. Predictions. I am not so sure. I'm not so confident. But let me try. Well, maybe. 40 seconds makes it harder for sure. Although not just king b4, honestly. Just king b4 and then like... Thank you. I'll try. I'll definitely try. And I'm not even sure if this is a draw according to the engine. I'll definitely check after the game finishes. But king b4 defends the pawn, and then the rook can move around. That make things severely more difficult. Let's try rook a1, but yeah, really don't know. Okay, now I can go here. But this is lost, right? This should be. I'll try and run my king to the other side, but no. Oh yeah, so that's what you get, and I think that it actually was one of those losing rook end games. There aren't plenty, as the saying goes, that all rook end games are drawn. This one, I don't think so. Yeah, I can resign this and yeah, take a look at it. Take a look at it. It will take a while to load. Yeah, it is lost, but yeah, that rook c6 move was not nice. Up until this point, yeah, somewhat playable. It's just a pawn. Yeah, in the opening it was not so nice to lose that pawn that way, and now the stream is. Oh yeah, it is back to normal. I think that the stream was lagging a little because of the engine, so it overloaded my computer. But anyway, I'll play the King's Indian. My favorite thing to do against Queen's Gambit. And then yeah, you go e5. That is the main line. D5. here, like, yeah, you can do a lot of things, but a5, I like playing a5, trying to play against white plants on the queen side, and then just jumping away with the knight, pushing f5, f4, and then all of those pawns and checkmate white king. That is how you play the king's in there. h3, usually they go away and then f3, but this dude's playing it differently. Can a lot of times go to d7, but now I'll go to e8. When you go to d7, there is a problem that the knight can jump to e6 in some variations. It has already happened to me quite a few times. Okay, but this is what you want. And now the plan is simple. Push the pawns and push g4. When you push g4 and not lose completely on the queen side, you are doing quite okay. So let's just push those and then knight f6. Yeah, and this is just what you get in the mainline King's Indian, and it is very fun to play. You get a big mess on the board, and yeah, just it's kind of about who is faster. Because yeah, you cannot hold the queen side together long term. You just cannot really do that. But yeah, this is a typical position, but this bishop usually is on f2, which is better for defense, and also it takes away more squares on the queen side. So that is a nice change for me, I think. So I have to go knight f6, and then do I have enough? Not yet. I'll need one more piece. That should be the queen. King e8, queen e8, queen g6 should do the job. Then go for it. But yeah, this is what I'm talking about. I cannot really prevent this. So I just have to go for it. Okay, there is this, and then do I take? I should, I think. And then I have to watch out for not blundering my rook. Is that a good idea? Like c5 incoming. Perhaps. Yeah, like I don't really have a choice. Oh man, I should have gone for b6 and yeah, cause now what is worse is that yeah, I gotta remember to have b6 always, because now if b5, I'll have to go knight c5. Okay, my opponent gave me a chance, so I can play b6, I believe. Yeah, because now if b5, I can play knight c5, and I can take with the b pawn, which is quite a difference. Yeah, c5 is what my opponent wants to do. Still not enough, right? Can go queen c8. I can do that. Um, But is that actually good? And then no, like I don't know. It is quite difficult, but ultimately decided to go for this because then the queen is more in the attack after things happen with the g4 push. Yeah, this I'll have to just take. And then go to g6. Is that okay to do? I hope so. Like c6, and then I'm worried for this rook a bit. Can I sack? Don't think so. So if c6, bishop c8, and then I should be able to execute g4, and okay, like my position on the queen side would be completely lost. However, maybe this little triangle can hold things long enough for me that I can break through on the king side. And checkmate. And checkmate. So g4 unstoppable now. I don't see a way. Yeah. So that's great. That's what we wanted. c7 also defended actually. Actually, it is defended okay, but this is bad. Doesn't this just win the exchange or something? Wasn't I was not actually paying attention to the exact moves, so three attackers, two defenders. Yeah, so it is just the exchange. But maybe I can push first, can't I? Like, I don't know. I'm not really sure. Because if I leave it, it is a piece. If I take, it is an exchange. However, the rook would be active. So there might be more trades. The knight would be also not good. Nah, I think I'll have to go. I have to go and hope that the piece I might lose here is okay to lose because I'll win on the king side. Like right now, I don't think the capture is okay because I would take on h3, and that is a very hard checkmate to stop. So yeah, you do have to take. That's what I saw. I saw that. However, now is the question. If you can take. My opponent takes with the bishop. Interesting. So I can go g3 and go for plans on h2, h1 down the line. Or if I take, if queen takes, yeah, if I take, the queen will have to take. And then if I get bishop g4, queen d3, doesn't seem like I'm getting too much there. I think g3 is the way. and then just hoping on the H file. But there is also like the question, do I liquidate first? The answer is no, because I would be falling over there. So yeah, I think G3 is the way. Now, yeah, I think I keep the tension. Oh, I actually could have taken the bishop with the check. Although it is true that I'm not even sure if I want to take there. Because if the bishop moves anywhere, then I go there. And that would be an unstoppable checkmate, so... the thing is, I don't want to take the bishop, perhaps. I might not want to take the bishop. That's insane. Okay, if bishop e1, then yeah, this is unstoppable. So bishop a7, the idea is rook e1. Oh, rook e1 immediately. Yeah, making room for the king. How much time do I have left? So if I take, I'm down a pawn, and not that would really matter. Yeah, so he wants to go there, and then bishop to g1. So I'll have to take. Yeah, so I have to take. And then what I'm thinking is go queen g3 to force the king back, and then get a rook to the h file. Knight will come back to support. I know about it. However, for now, I don't think that the king wants to run here. Maybe, but it would be very brave. It would also give up a pawn in the process, so yeah, it doesn't seem like my opponent wants to mess around with that. So I'll go king f7, and then rook h8, rook h1. Simple plan. And yeah, there is knight e2 like I said, but the king is on the first rank, blocking the access for the rook. I could also go here. But no, I'll go back to g6. I think that's better. My bishop is awful. That is one thing I hate about it. If I could turn this bishop into a knight as a one move, I would do it. Definitely. Like, yeah, this bishop doesn't have a purpose. Only to defend the king in some situation. But if this bishop would have to defend the king, it is very likely that at that point it would already be losing. So I think natural thing to do is just king f2. Rook there. That is really interesting. Should have gone there, right? Yeah, I think so. I think so. Oh, come on, I have to play faster. remove this. Okay, actually, there is some development. I think I'll go on g3 with the knight and pray that it is somehow fast enough. Even though even then, if I get it, like, what exactly am I getting from it? Let's see. And now, okay, I go to g6, and then this bishop actually might do the job. We'll see. Because now I'll go hunting. Now I am going hunting. The king. King e2 I think has to be played, and then I'll take these two pawns, and it will be absolute mess in the final final minutes of this game. You could also maybe like okay, so you cannot even go king g1 to try and prevent rook h1 from happening. This knight cannot do anything I wanted to say, but it can defend the rook, which might be kinda crucial. I still will be able to take on g2, but maybe knight d3. Yeah, I'm worried about knight d3 quite a lot. If my opponent finds it, I might be in trouble. Knight d3 might win. Okay, but we get this line. Instead, I go there and try to checkmate. Oh, but there's this. I forgot about this rook completely. Well, then that's bad. Okay. So what am I gonna do now? Well, I can do this thing. Yeah. I can try this. Some more checks incoming, but there is rook g1. My opponent is missing that. Okay, let's be sneaky. About 30 seconds for both of us. That's mental. Yeah, I can go back this way. I can. But that thing has been stopped. For now. But yeah, now I can give this check. And this check. And this checkmate. Oh wow. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. What a game. And like yeah, this is what you get. Every other game in the main line of the King's Indian. Like such a mess, but really enjoyable if you win. I can tell that. I can tell that. Let's rewind a little bit. What was this position? Yeah, this actually draw. Yeah, rook g1, king f7, and now c7 was winning apparently. Oh wow, c7 was winning. How? Yeah, like g5 is taken away. Yeah, this was huge. And yeah, here rook h2 was winning for me. But yeah, on 1 minute really. you're playing on instincts and yeah, like okay, uh, I see that going after the knight was likely better. Was likely when I saw it once I played it, but like you know, you're happy to make moves sometimes. And let's go even more back. This and now actually Rook H2 was made in full. Okay. And then what about this position? Nah, this is already winning. And this is lost. So Rook H2. Why didn't I play it? Yeah, I mean, okay. Now that the engines has it, it's completely obvious. However, yeah, I simply had the idea of this when I was capturing here, and then I played it automatically. But yeah, in rapid games, like yeah, I was below 2 minutes. Obviously, you're gonna have a lot of blunders even at this level, like big blunders, cause like yeah, big tactical things. But anyway, next game, nice W, and I went for the E4 again. I just realized not that it would really matter, but I wanna play a few different openings to make it a little less repetitive. But yeah, now we are gonna test our opponent if he knows this line. I believe I know it at this point. Even though when I played this last time I got the end game anyway. We'll see. And knight b6 is not the move. You are supposed to take, but do I know the response? That is also a very important thing. So I know that this is not the right way to go. But now do I know what to do to prove that that was not ideal? Maybe d5, maybe bishop b5. Those are candidate moves I'm thinking about. Knight e5. Yeah, I think bishop b5 looks reasonable. And then the d pawn's falling. So maybe d5. Yeah, I think d5. Okay, let's go d5. But yeah, okay, so this is the thing. I know that the line is this. So knight b6 is either a sideline that is just, playable but not the main line. But I think that this is actually quite forced. Yeah, I should take, not take there, yeah. But you have to also know how to prove, how to show to your opponent that he is wrong. Yeah. Yeah, I think that actually knight b6 is not like a huge deal. I think that it basically that it is just a sideline where I get maybe a bit more, but it's not so much. I don't have to take. Yeah, this 95. Um, but Maybe I also should take. Like, I don't know. Let's take and then bishop f4 seems better than castling yet. I can also go king e2, castle on both sides. Not so easy to decide. Like king e2 seems like the most active option, but also the king still could get under some attack over there. On g1 I think it's completely safe. I really believe so. I think I'll castle and then rook to d1. Would I mind bishop c3? I don't think I would that much, but yeah, I don't know. But definitely that knight b6 move in the opening worked out because I don't think that this is a great opening outcome for me because while I don't even know if I can say that I do have more activity than my opponent because I likely don't. But obviously the worst thing is that I have these awful pawns while my opponent is enjoying nice two pawn islands. Very nice for him. Rook c8. Uh-huh. I could go d6 at some point, but now the knight is attacked two times and defended only once, so I gotta defend it again. And then decide what to do. If bishop takes, I'm not expecting it because you generally in an endgame like this do not want to give up your bishop for the knight if you don't get anything specific in return. And by something specific, it could also be like a nice square on c4 for the knight. Like maybe it doesn't have to be a pawn or anything like that. Is d6 possible now, or a way to go? In here, the knight is the pinned down to the pawn. That's a little annoying. What can I do with bishop? Okay, this situation not as easy. Once I go d6, we'll see. Oh, I would see e5. So yeah, I'm thinking bishop e3, and maybe I'll be the one who gives up the bishop. I don't know, to relieve some pressure. But like I said, the position is not great, so I'm the one defending. That meaning draw is a fine result. What if king e8? The most natural thing to do. Do I take? And then this pawn will be hanging quite a bit. So I think I might take the knight a4. Defend the pawn, attack the pawn. Yeah, not easy. Yeah, I'm back again. I found some time for streaming it again. That is very nice. And tomorrow I actually should find time too. So tomorrow at around this time I should be streaming too. So that's nice. Okay, like King E8 is what you wanna play here. My opponent is already thinking for quite a while. And like yeah, like I said, after King E8 I think I'm taken, so maybe that's the reason why this was picked. But now I might actually take and go into a Rook game where I might draw. Is that the strat? If I take Bishop B2, I takes. Okay, so that's not good. It's not so nice. I take with the Rook. Hmm. Take knight c4, bishop a7, b6, rook b1. Yeah, I think I take with the pawn. Yeah, well, let's take with the pawn. And then if I can take, I'm actually really happy because the position isn't great. So I'm playing for a draw, and in a only a rook game, the chances always grow. And if the expected move comes, which is knight to c4, then I think I can even be greedy and go after the a7 pawn. Although, okay, if I take, rook will hunt down the a2 pawn as well. However, that's fine, I think, because I'll get rid of an island. That is my strategical thinking. But concrete thinking, it will get the rook to the second rank. That is also not something you really want to allow, but okay, it's fine. Where do I go? Where do I go? Maybe I just attack the knight. If I just attack the knight, okay, rook defense. That's nothing. It's okay, I think I go back to e3 if knight takes. It should be okay. Even though it would be a bit more scary, I must say, with the rook on the second rank, cutting off my king. That was the reason why I was hesitating. But ultimately, I think it should be fine. Kinda. Now I have to target the b7 pawn. I have to b4 and then stacking up on the b file. The knight can drop back, then I can target it with the bishop, so that's fine too. Also, once the knight leaves, I have b6. I have it now also, because I don't really mind trades that much. Yeah, this seems holdable. And if I look at my opponent's clock, maybe even flaggable, meaning that I could win on time. But we'll see. Okay, so we have this. We have the capture. I didn't really expect to see this. Okay, honestly, it should be an automatic capture. I was thinking maybe I can throw in some things, but no. It's not exactly what you want to do. On b3, the rook looks really nice, defending some key pawns and also preparing to double stack. I'll defend d5 with e4, very likely, maybe c4, but then it might run into some attacks from behind. That's why I went with the rook to the third rank. Okay, now e4. Let's defend d5, and then I'll try to be the one attacking. And also, rook b1, rook b2 to activate my king. And suddenly, my pawns aren't really that bad. Meaning, I can even be ambitious in this some game. King f2, let's try to activate. Yeah, me too. Me too, man. I'm having a lot of school things to do. Mm, I really want to get the A file. But can I get it? Because then the king will get dangerously down the board. No, like, man. I'm really battling now. This king d2, king b3 down there. Okay, it should be fine. I really want to get the A file first. Having the king on d2 should be okay. Okay, but now I can get king d3. I'll read the chat after this game finishes. I don't want to choke this game away, even though, like, yeah, this is a draw. Sure. Actually, this is checkmate. That is checkmate, so... Oh my gosh. I actually got it. Well, I'm not actually sure how you mean university, but I I would say I'm in high school, but yeah. And e4 again, actually. Okay, but let's spice it up a little and play this fun line. Okay, but yeah. When they take, then it is Yeah, a little not that fun as you would want that to be, but you still have a bit of an edge. I moved queen already 2 times in the opening, but it is okay here. There's knight f3, the queen is defending e4 very nicely. This bishop is locked out, so it is interesting to see whether the bishop will go out this way or on b7. Bishop b2, and then okay, so e5. There we have something. I should go h3 and then bishop b3. Remember to pretty much always do this because it just prevents any knight jumps to g4. We are having a very symmetrical position with the c6 queen c7 plan by my opponent. Knight c5 hitting the pawn should be okay with me because I have knight d2 defending. Then I'll go rook d1, and I would want to push this knight back somehow, and I'm not sure if b4 is the right move for it, but we'll see. Maybe if I go b4 I can go a4, but the thing about b4 is that it destabilizes the pawn on c3. So that's why what I don't like about b4 push most, but it is true that it's not so easy to attack the pawn, so likely fine. Likely fine from a human perspective, but okay, I'm talking about it so much, but black actually went for it. So am I just gonna copy knight a4? I'll have knight b3. Yeah, okay, I think I'm just gonna copy. Then I have knight b3, and I can put stuff on c5. Maybe going to f4. So let's prepare for it with rook d1 first. Yeah, Carlson got married. Yeah, I think that now Vidit is getting married too, I think. Oh, got a bit distracted and forgot about the spawn, whether it is okay. And well, it is, but maybe just for now. So a4 seems like a good breakthrough. It seems very nice. And then bishop f1, yeah, the light square bishop is not really that great. Oh, c5, okay. That is creating a lot of mass. I think I want to take first. Oh, it unleashes an attack on the e4 pawn. Oh wow, there's so much going on now with the c5 move. I think I should take with a knight. Yeah, honestly, I think I'll just liquidate. Nah, okay, I'm now dropping this pawn. queen b2, maybe, and then with c4, I would also attack on e5. Yeah, so if pawn takes, I would take also c4. It is really chaotic everywhere. As of right now, I think I take first and attack a6. Equal pawns. Right now, I got no, not yeah, I got worse pawns definitely. The e5 pawn is better than, although like other than the pawns are doubled, they are actually quite fine in terms of what they are doing. It's my queen, so I wanna move it to the a file, but a1, a2, a3. All of those squares seems fine. Mm, I feel like a1. Yeah, let's go queen a1. Queen a3 was the worst one, I think. Oh, okay. So apparently this was the way. Missed this, I have to admit. But okay, we'll have only pawns on one side of the board, so that should make it easier to play down the exchange. Stick with the queen. Then, if I don't drop this pawn, maybe I could push it to c6, but it is hard to imagine that I'll have it after two more moves, because it's either bishop takes or rook b1 first. Yeah, rook b1 first makes sense. Can give a check. Is that useful for anything? Then queen a4. Nah, it ain't. It ain't useful. I mean, am I just gonna lose the bishop? I would have to promote the pawn simply. Nah, man, I messed up hard with that bishop c2. It's honestly such an unusual way to lose an exchange. Not in a sense that double attack on the rooks, but in a stage of the game that it was. Yeah. Queen d7 makes a lot of sense. And now, okay, I can maybe like try and push c6, but that would be a full rook by then. This push also available right now. Okay, like I'll just try to make a few more quick moves, and if my opponent doesn't go wrong, then I'll likely resign. But yeah, I mean, like bishop c2, I should have missed it like like that. I should have missed it, and it just wins the whole game because I think that was actually quite good. Like if queen a2, I think that it was quite fine. Yeah, okay, let's take a look at it. Yeah, okay, this maybe was it maybe was shaky, I don't know, but yeah, queen a1 was bad. If queen a2, yeah, queen a2 and it's just equal. So yeah, that's what I thought. Completely missed the idea of of losing the exchange. Unusual pattern, I must say, really, in that stage of the game. But there is a next game, e4, e5. I'm actually, I think I have dropped like 3 rating points. So far today, I think I'm having a 50-50 score. 50% wins, 50% losses. But that's okay. That's okay. At least I'm not really losing. And now there's a next game, and I enjoy this line quite a lot. So I like my chances. Let's go a5. Yeah, I mean like it is quite easy to understand that you just blundered an exchange in one move. That's not that difficult to understand afterwards. But yeah, so that's always what you have to do after each game, even though it is a painful loss, as every loss is. You have to analyze it, and only that way you can improve. So okay, rook e1, quite a typical idea. I think bishop g4. That's also what you do quite often here. H3. Yeah, I'll just go back. This knight's gonna push my bishop all the way back, or am I gonna take now? Oh, I actually gotta take. I forgot about this pawn on e5. Um, but yeah, that it should be okay. Maybe this f5 square for the knight looking a bit too well for white. Now I go a4, chase the bishop even more back. Now f5 I cannot play. I would really want to, but I cannot. Cannot. But bishop to g5. Quite like the idea. It seems strange, but why not indeed? Why not? Yeah, queen h5. So that option. We'll likely have to go g3, but or g6, but at least I'll get f5. That is really nice. Okay, I'll take, and then yeah, I think g6 f5 even without the bishop. It doesn't seem that scary. And now f5. Yeah, it seems pretty okay. This knight is misplaced. This bishop also not doing much against these 3 pawns, so that's kind of the idea. If the pieces would have been placed differently, then this could be a bit risky, but like this doesn't seem. Yeah, it doesn't seem. Yeah, it just seems fine. A3, always an idea. I'll keep an eye on it. But for now, let's try to prepare e4. I mean, e4 will be really difficult to execute. Like, I mean, really difficult. Queen f6, queen g5, queen h4, or all look very good, but queen f6 indeed seems like the most solid approach, but it is possible that maybe queen h4 was better. But queen f6 is just solid move. Just solid move. Also, wow, if I, yeah, I have now realized that there is no dark square bishop, meaning f4 is a very beautiful square for my b6 knight to jump there this way. However, I have to defend d5 first. Now the knight is jumping back, so yeah, likely to e3. Hmm. What do I play? Let's go a3 first. And then rook d8. That seems pretty good. Also, there is now an e4 idea. I would be getting a pawn back on c3. But with e4, I would open up my king quite a bit too. So I need to be careful with that. But there's a nice idea also with e5. I'll get. Oh, it is not e5, it is e4. Sorry about that. I sometimes get the coordinates wrong because, yeah, I just swap either the files or the rank. But yeah, it just sometimes happens to everybody, I think. B4? Why would we go B3, B4? I don't know. Now it might be better to do it. Actually, no. Now the better thing to do is to go knight d5, which hits this pawn. Also, if c4, then I take. But what if b5? This is my concern. If I go e4, okay, I couldn't take back. b5. It is something to figure out. I might lose a pawn on b7 that way. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, let's go knight d5. And now I'm expecting b5, so knight a5 defense on b7, but the knight is very misplaced there. So I don't know if I want to do it. We'll see. Do I like music? Well, I don't listen to it as much. However, I sometimes also do, but yeah, like I probably do not listen to music as much as an average person does, but sometimes also. And well, I was thinking to maybe put some background music at least on the stream, but And I don't know, there are problems with copyright, so yeah. But I was thinking about it. But for now, I'll play this game and then maybe I can talk about it a bit more if you want to. Queen g3, f4, and then I'll be able to take. Also maybe e3. Suddenly this d4, e4 made the position very interesting. Also f4, queen g4, h5, and the queen is no, it's not trapped. It's not trapped. No, it is. It is actually. Yeah. No. Is it? No. Okay, it can go back, but then I'll get a nice fork. Yeah, I think I'll go for it. Then the pawn there will be weak, and he goes for it. Really. Oh wow. I can also take and hit the rook first. I don't know what is better. I think this should be better. It is more forcing. Maybe it doesn't win the queen. Like I don't know. This wouldn't win either. I can also go f3. So many options, but no. F3. There is queen 4. So let's just take. And then yeah, let's just take the rook and take on d4. And if I take on d4, I'm doing really good. We will trade even more material. And now, like, okay, if I take like this with the queen, queen e6, and then I have to watch out, but I'll be able to go back. I can even drop a pawn back, I'm sure. That is okay. I just need to get rid of the queens, then it should be easy. With the queen still, like, I got quite an exposed king, but okay. My opponent took himself, made things even easier for me. Okay, I can give a check, let's say. And then okay, let's defend this pawn. I was thinking, yeah, perhaps that was even better. But yeah, I'll take it. Next turn, and yeah, this should be GG's soon. Because like now, I'm not messing up this in game. I'm just not. This is way too easy. Even though, like, yeah, you can always blunder. But, there is the resignation. Only if you could temper some right now, well, I'm already in the next game, so yeah, can maybe should have reviewed the game a bit, but okay. Uh, I pressed the button and then got the next game. I decided to go for English this time. There's bishop e4 immediately. Okay, well let's go knight d5 also immediately, and then g3. Yeah, that was a quite a nice game actually. Yeah, it was a nice game. Like I said, like I really quite enjoy playing that Italian as black. But now I should go e3, d4. But if e3, d4 by black, what will happen next? Okay, I'll just go e3, and if d4, I think you just go knight e4, and you are fine. Maybe. Yeah, like I think you are. Even though I know there is a line that looks similar to this that can get very crazy, and where white can actually go wrong very early on, but that's not the exact position. So yeah, okay, knight c6. So then 92. Further preparing my d4 push. So if black wants to go d4, now is the last chance. d4, knight e4, takes. d3, yes, that is a possibility. And then knight c3, knight b4, castles, knight c2, rook b1. Okay, I mean, the pawn on d3 will be quite limiting my pieces, but I won't lose material, and maybe like I can somehow get rid of that pawn in the future. But yeah, about the background music, would you actually like that if on the stream there would be some background music? Let me know, because while I thought about it, like I said, the biggest problem is the copyright. That I'm sure you can find something, but yeah, but you have to spend some time, so I didn't bother with it too much. Okay, castling. I think I'll castle too, or maybe d3 prevent d3 by black. f5 will come. Yeah, in that case, I think you wanna go d3. Castle next. Yeah, f5, e4, maybe. But yeah, I mean, while I am more passive, it will be it will be just a fine game, or at least should be. My opponent pinned my queen, but it doesn't seem too scary, or rather, actually pin the knight to the queen, I should say. Yeah, okay, let's go h3 and deal with it immediately. Hello in the chat, and this game is called chess. This game is called chess. If you are new to this. h3, and then okay, so like what do? I think, yeah, you do not take. So I go back, I think, right, I go back. It is possible to go queen d7 now and tie the rook down, maybe. Tie the rook down to defending on h3, meaning I won't be able to castle. Yeah, there it is. There it comes. So how do I deal with this? What if I take? Nah, I would have an isolated d pawn on d3, which is not good. So I think I go a3, b4. Yeah, that looks reasonable. A3, b4, and then depending on where the bishop goes, I could go bishop b2. Okay, a5 also an option. So, like, really, how do I deal with it? I can go g4. That is a little awkward, but I can do it. Also, with this a3, I actually created a weakness, so a3 like was not a good way to go. Hmm. Yeah, I'm in quite some trouble here. Yeah, okay, let's go b3. Even though I don't like this move, I mean a4 bishop b3 looked even worse. So yeah, and now this pawn is under attack. So okay, I'll close the position with e4. I don't really have much else to do. A lot of other things to do. Still need to castle. It is true that black has to keep this formation in order to prevent me from castling. But yeah, still it is quite annoying. f5, here it comes. I knew that f5 is gonna come surely once I go e4. Okay, well, let's take it and then use it to go g4, and I'll get knight g3 and some nice squares in the center. So maybe, well, it seemed active for black. It gave me some plans and some activity. And as long as I don't lose this pawn, it should be fine. Well, yeah, close positions are... should I castle? Yes, I should. Close positions are just less tactical quite often, even though like they can explode very easily. Typical example is the King's Indian, the where you actually get a lot of action, but well, yeah, they are just less concrete, so it is more about knowing the plans, which can be sometimes difficult. So I understand. Go knight g3. That should be, yeah, just a beautiful square. For the knight, I have to watch out for queen f7 double attack, but for, as of right now, f2 is defended nicely, so that's fine. And also, when I was starting playing chess, like my first opening was simply the Scotch game. A simple opening where you open up the position, develop your pieces. So yeah, I that's how I started. Or the Italian game, also a typical. opening. But now I need to figure out square for my bishop. Also, okay, I don't want to move the rook, although now this is not possible. But still. Or maybe I just go knight e4. Hmm. Okay, yeah, well, let's go knight e4. There's no way it is a bad move. And I would want to keep my time advantage, even though I thought it for about a minute, so it's not the best, but also not the worst. Now maybe I can develop like this. Yeah, I'll go for it. I wouldn't mind trading the dark squad bishops. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll just take. Now it would be very nice having something on the C file. Definitely. So, okay, let's go queen c2 first. If rook c8, I'm thinking about queen b2 because I'm scared having my queen, yeah, on the c file. And queen b2 because I have to keep an eye on that b3 pawn. It is annoying, but it was necessary after that. Yeah, stupid a3 try. Where getting a4 bishop b2 would be disaster, so yeah. This not ideal, but I guess I can live with that. And now, okay, now the queen defends on a3 actually. So I can go to c1 with my a rook, which is good. We are both getting down to 3 minutes each. Oh, and there was and there still might be an interesting tactic, which is to, yeah, I might actually play it. To give this check and win. Yeah, it is really interesting. I'll go for it. Because, yeah, why wouldn't knight c5 work? Yeah, I'll have to look after the game because there is, I don't know, I think I have a 10-second delay. So, yeah, I'll have to find the exact position. Can I now play pawn b4? Yes, I believe I can. Yes, I can, because of this. Although it is still a little scary. Yeah, perhaps just leaving the pawn on b2 was safe. Don't know why I pushed that forward. There was actually no reason to do so. But okay, I just did it. Just went for it, and now I have a pawn on b5. Which, okay, we'll see if it gets targeted immediately. Yeah, only knight a7 would hit the pawn, but choosing knight e7 completely understandable. Yeah, just bishop e4. Down to 2 minutes each right now. Yeah, once again, a game that is gonna come down to seconds. King g2. But yeah, I really like my bishop. That is just an amazing piece. Can I infiltrate? Yes, I believe I can. If there is nothing crazy on f3, let's say. But it should be taken care of as of right now. If I can just take on b7 maybe and push. Like, who knows? But I also have to not get mated. Okay, if I take, there will be rook f3. Or will there? Yeah, there will. Oh my gosh. There is absolutely no way, and if I do not, there is a check. Oh my goodness. No, so it seems like I am getting mated. Okay, I have to take. Oh wow, yeah, I gambled it. But now what? Yeah, now I'm thinking like this. Maybe here's the rook. If rook comes back, I'll have to go f3. And it at least holds. Okay, so a sack like this. It's dead. And now rook f3 and I'm gonna be cooked, right? Oh man. Yeah, I believe so. Rook f3. Nah, yeah, I am. I threw so hard. Just rook f3 ended the game. Should have just gone for that f3 move. And that would be actually very safe. Rook f3 and there is absolutely no way to defend. Rook h3 checkmate. Can throw away my rook, but yeah, is even gonna ignore it. Yeah, I mean, I just choked this game so hard. And that's way too bad. I know exactly where. Yeah, okay, this was a big thing, but then here I just should have played f3, and I'm fine. Yeah, as you can see. And I know it exactly. But yeah, those are simply the games where you're alone time. Then it's just kind of a 50-50, a coin toss who's gonna get it. Because like yeah, I had attacking chances too, like I have rook there, so maybe, but then this, I believe it is a blunder. Yeah, it is. It has loaded. Yeah, a big choke, but yeah, here still, like I knew this, and then rook f3, and this was also losing. So honestly, quite fair, because I knew that this was absolutely losing. I just played it because I was hoping that, yeah, my opponent would recapture automatically. But then, okay, I'll play more. But now I want to go back to that position where you were saying knight c5. Yeah, I think over here, right? Yeah, knight c5. Now you can go knight d8, and that's the problem because that queen. But actually, queen c5 was better. Actually, queen c5. Because now if queen takes, then it works. So what is the engine saying? Yeah, bishop takes b3, a4. Okay, that is, yeah, okay. That is just a computer line, some kind of. But yeah, maybe over here, but yeah, over here, yeah, knight f6 is the best thing to do, as I did. So I think the only position where maybe knight c5 was that one, otherwise it was protected by either bishop or the queen. But yeah, a big choke in this game by not playing f3. I underestimated that rook sacrifice. I didn't think much of it in 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 the time pressure. Okay, there is a next game, and I think that I'm actually still on 50-50 today. 50% games won, 50% lost. However, I'm